All righty, folks. How about it for those all-stars? Yeah, that's a good band right there. That's a good stuff. A tough act to follow. But anyway, we got Cleveland Frederick on the bass right here, folks. Peet on the drums, as always. And Harris with us this afternoon, this evening. And my name's JP Soars. We thank you so much. It's good to be part of the Biscuit Fest once again. A lot of times we're busy and we're not able to do it, so we're happy that we made it work out this time. And thank y'all for showing up. Thank you for having us. Thank you to the Biscuit. And thank you to Jeff on the sound back there. Are y'all ready to go? All righty, let's do it. Yeah. She wanna do it again. Let her call my baby. Tell her I ain't coming home. I've got a sweet little one to satisfy me all night long. Why, help me out. Kissing and loving under the broad daylight. You better call my baby. Till I ain't coming home. I got a sweet little one to satisfy you all night long. How is it so far, y'all? let you go. You got a head full of nothing. Stop your stage and I'm ready. Now you're still late at night and ride your sandal in the day. You keep your head in the scrapbook, but you'll go looking for me. I said, Bobby, sorry, I'll have to let you go. You got a head full of nothing. Stop your stage and I'm ready. Help me out there. Look out now. Bobby, sorry, I'm gonna have to let you go. You got a head full of nothing. Step your stage, swing and radio. Well, look, you think you're all fancy in that new Cadillac. I'll find your duction, honey, and I'll sort of take it back. Bobby, sorry, I'm gonna have to let you go. Got a head full of nothing. Stop your stage, swing and radio. Look out now. I got no mic. There we go. Now I got one. Can you put a little more violin in the please? In Ann's monitor, just a little bit. And you can put a little bass, Jeff, if you don't mind. A little tiny bit of bass in the monitors. Just a little bit. All right. Is everyone doing all right? Yay! We're going to slow it down and do a song by the late, great Django Reinhardt called Minor Blues. Check it out. Cleveland, Frederick. Chris Peet on the drums right there. And Harris on the fiddle. We got a party going on, folks, right here on a Sunday evening. Here's a little original tune that's inspired by that kind of stuff, the Django Reinhardt type of stuff. It goes like this.
That goes a viper, evil and mean. Well, she's a snake in the grass, even though she looks like a queen. That girl's a viper, always hanging out. And now you know that there's trouble whenever she comes around. And she might look pretty, but believe you me, she's got things that you ain't even seen. Now let me tell you something, Jack, believe what I say. That girl's crazy and that's all there is to it. That girl's a viper, evil and mean. Oh yeah, she's a snake in the grass, even though she looks like a queen. she's a snake in the grass. Even though she looks like a queen. I said she's a snake in the grass. Even though she looks like a queen. You know she's a snake in the grass. Even though she looks like a queen. All right, y'all, we got a party going on right here. Put your hands together and help us out one time, just like this. Time to go with the flow right here.
Yeah, go with the flow right there, y'all. Woo! Folks, I gotta say, it sure feels good to be up here playing for y'all this afternoon. Thank you so much again for having us. It feels really good, y'all. We've been playing. This is our, this is the fifth show in a row that we've done, isn't it, Ann? Yeah. We played Wednesday night, and played Thursday and Friday. Played last night, Punta Gorda. Got home at about 3:30 in the morning. Got to bed about 6 in the morning. Got up at 1. And came over here to play for y'all. So this is the fifth show in a row. And the band is sounding mighty tight. We're going to slow it down right here, folks, and do a song by the late, great Muddy Waters called The Gypsy Woman.
Gypsy woman told me, said, Lord, you're your mama's bad luck child. You know, the gypsy woman told me, Lord, you're your mama's bad luck child. You're having a good time now, baby. There'll be some trouble, Lord, after a while. Well, I went to see a gypsy woman to have my fortune told. She said, you better go back home, son, and peek through your keyhole. You know, the gypsy woman told me, well, Lord, you're your mama's bad luck child. Good time now, baby. There'll be some trouble, Lord, after a while. Joanne Harris, y'all.
the Gypsy Woman sings.
I peep through my keyhole, but now there's another man in my bed. You know the Gypsy Woman told me, Lord, you your mama's bad love child. Good time now, baby. But there's gonna be some trouble, Lord, after a while.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! Muddy Waters right there, folks. The Gypsy Woman, done in our little gypsy style right here. Well, folks, how about it for Peet and Frederick on the bass and percussion? Chris Peet right there on the drums, and Harris on the fiddle. My name's JP Soars, and this is about the midway point to our show. So we're gonna bring up our good friend, the very super talented Miss Cat Riggins. Y'all, please welcome her to the stage right now. Now we're gonna change up the show right here. Put your hands together, y'all. Come on, Cat Riggins, everybody. Oh, yeah.
Hey, Biscuit. Are we wrapping up Biscuit Fest? Is that what happened? Is this the end of it? For this year, I mean? Okay. There you go. We're gonna take it out with a bang. How about it for JP Soars and the Gypsy Blues Revue? With the dynamic, absolutely magical, ethereal Ann Harris. We're gonna try some stuff that we never did before together, so y'all just be generous with your love. I ain't never been one for giving up. I ain't the queen kind. See, when life gets hard, and it always does, I don't pay down no mind. I gotta see it in the ground, and it's about to grow. Maybe it's my season. You ain't behind me, you gotta go. I set myself free. I have to see you when I do. Ain't got no time to wait on you. When I get to moving, can't drag my feet. So many places waiting on me, places to go and people to see. I just can't keep still, so I'ma walk home. Let me walk home. I'm gonna take my spot and claim my seat. I might throw my weight around. See, the kitchen ain't never too hot for me. And baby, my time is now. They say it's a man's world, I just live in it. By that thinking I stop. If I ain't just a bite of the lies they fed, I wouldn't get too far. But I have to see you when I do. Ain't got no time to wait on you. When I get to moving, can't drag my feet. So many blessings waiting on me, places to go and people to see. I just can't keep still. What you say? The good things in life are worth working for, so I roll up my sleeves. I'm done getting by, baby, I want more, and I don't need no reason. If I wait on the world, it'll slow me down, but only if I let it. I want it all and I want it now, so I'm gonna go and get it. I have to see you when I do. Ain't got no time to wait on you. When I get to moving, can't drag my feet. So many blessings waiting on me. I get to moving, can't drag my feet. So many blessings waiting on me, baby. So I'ma walk on. Let me walk on. I wanna walk on. Yeah, I better walk on. I better walk on. Let me walk on. Wow. I mean, I wasn't worried. I wasn't worried, but damn. It's okay to use your outside voices. This is the Funky Biscuit for those of you who've never been here before. I mean, it looks like we inside some fancy place, but y'all know this ain't no concert hall. This here a juke joint. This here our juke joint. This is our juke joint. Yeah. We're gonna do a song from my very first release on Gulf Coast Records. It's the title track. It's called Cry Out.
It's every man for himself. United we stand is just a jaded fantasy. Unless you got some kind of wealth, it's time to cry out for justice, cry out for peace, cry out for the mother down and praying on her knees, begging for a place to raise her sons without fear. Cry out, mother, cry out to somebody. Always a constant reminder that humanity is driven by greed. Our soldiers, they fight and return to a life where they can't get the help that they need. It's time to cry out for America, cry out for the vets, cry out for the old man who ain't been thanked yet for his service and sacrifice so we can live free. Cry out, old man, cry out till somebody sees. Cry till somebody sees. Come on, dynamic duo. Mr. JP Soars. I say Mr. JP Soars. Come on, baby. big at all, so my cues like I've got to go touch the ceiling. How about it for this band? I mean, tight, like Spanx, right? Without a single solitary rehearsal with my songs. So I need y'all to make some noise. We ain't got to do all that fancy, schmancy stuff. Clean, don't laugh at my potty mouth. Okay. Y'all all right? Before we move on to this next song, I'd like to pay homage to some of my favorite people at the Funky Biscuit tonight. And I apologize if this makes anybody offended, but I wanna give it up. I'm gonna guess this. Yep, that belongs to me. Put your glasses in the air, your bottles in the air. This one goes out to the bartenders and the wait staff here at the Funky Biscuit. Yeah. They keep us all looking and sounding good and feeling great. So cheers, everybody. Salud.
If the river was whiskey, I'd be a diving dog. If the river was whiskey, baby, I'd be a diving dog. I would swim to the bottom, and I would drink my way up. If I was a good girl, you would never have to roam. If I was a good girl, you would never have to roam. I'd quit drinking whiskey, and I would stay my ass at home.
Quiet it down just a little bit. Because I know y'all been wanting to take some more sips of this. That's some sweet whiskey. That's that good stuff. Aged in tequila barrels. Miss Ann Harris. Talk to the people, sis. Go ahead. Child.
How about it for Cat Riggins, y'all?
I was not ready for a handful of songs to take me out like that. But then I forgot what I was getting myself into. You're the same, right? Okay, so then let's drink to that. Cheers. Yep, there we go. Clink. Clink. See you. We're gonna do one that I recorded for my very first studio album called Blues Revival. This is a cover from the one and only Miss Etta James. If you like what you hear tonight, y'all can take us home with you for a tiny fee. I'm sure JP and them have some stuff. Y'all can take them home with you too. Just check in, it's a cheap date. This is called Blues Is My Business. You know your line, right? And business is, amen. Give it up for Mr. JP Soars. Give it up for Cleveland over here on bass. And Chris in the back on drums. My sister from another mister, Miss Ann Harris. I got a heart full of trouble, house full of sin. Things as bad as they ever been. If trouble were money, I'd have more money than any man should. Yes, I'm open for business in your neighborhood. Well, the blues is my business, and business is good. See, if I had $1 for every broken heart, I'd be sipping fine wine and eating caviar. If trouble were money, have more money than any man should. Oh yeah, I'm open for business. I've been business, and yeah, baby. Blues is my business, and business is good, baby. Blues is my business, and business is good. Blues is my business, baby. Blues is my business. Now I'm open for business in your neighborhood. Blues is my business. Come on, make it real good. World full of problems, world full of pain. I'll take the drama, but I won't take the blame. If trouble was money, I'd have more money than any man should. Oh yeah, I'm open for business up in your neighborhood. You sing blues is my business. Blues is my business, and business is good. Sing. Business and business is good. Blues is my business. Blues is my business. I'm open for business in your neighborhood. Blues is my business. And here we go. Blues is my business. Y'all can be louder. Blues is my business. Blues is my business. Blues is my business. I'm open for business in your neighborhood. The blues is my business. Blues is my business. Blues is my business. The blues is my business. Blues is my business. Now I'm open for business up in your neighborhood. Blues is my business. And so good. One more, and then I'm gonna sit on that side and quench my thirst with y'all. How y'all holding up? If you love the blues like we love the blues, let me hear you say yeah. Right, how about it for them all-stars? I'm just saying that Jeffrey James and that doggone voice, somebody needs to record it and send it everywhere. Because there is absolutely no justifiable reason why he is not already famous. We're gonna just say goodbye to Mr. JP. No, I'm joking, just for 1 second. So I'm gonna stall for a quick second, just because we just want to make sure he washes his hands. I want y'all to make some noise for the sound man in the back, who is somehow able to find a really good balance for my big mouth so it doesn't hit y'all too hard. Yes, Jeff. Give it up for BRI, Blues Radio International TV in the house. And for everybody that you have celebrated this Biscuit Fest with this year. It's a long, I've never, ever heard of a weekly festival. I mean, not yearly. This is every week for like a whole month. You know what I mean? So that's not easy to do. So if you don't mind using your outside voices, I promise you they won't. I might get you kicked out for behaving too well. They will not kick you out for acting a fool. Act a fool for the Funky Biscuit and everything that they do. Yes. We're going to take it to New Orleans with this one. And we're going to do a little Coco Taylor for your soul.
Rattlesnake, got a black spider bone. Yeah, that don't do it, baby. Better leave it all alone. They call me the Voodoo Woman, yeah. And I know the reason why. Oh, why? Hey, when I raise my head, you know the sky begin to cry. Make the sky cry, sir. Frog in my shoe, crawfish on my shoulder, he looking dead at you. Got dust from a rattlesnake, got a black spider bone. If that don't do it, baby, better leave it all alone. Voodoo Woman, and I know the reason why. Cause when I raise my head, you know the sky begin to cry. Say when I raise my head, you know the sky begin to cry. Now when I raise my hand, you know the sky begin to cry, cry, yeah. Thank you.
How about it for Cat Riggins, everybody?
Thank you so much, sir. I'm gonna back on up. I'm gonna back on up right here. Hot stuff. You know I'm talking to you.
All right, folks, are y'all still with us out there? All righty, Funky Biscuit. So I have this 4-string banjo right here that I got off a buddy of mine, David Bloom. He comes in here every Monday night. And anyway, he gets stuff at thrift stores, flea markets, and things like that. And he brought this banjo into a gig about 4 months ago and said, hey, man, I got this banjo. I'll sell it to you for $60. I said, all right, even though I don't know how to play one, I'll buy it from you for $60. I can't go wrong. So I gave him $60 for it, put some strings on it, tuned it up to some crazy tuning I found, and wrote a little tune on it. And then I said, well, man, I want to play this song out. So I had to figure out a way to amplify this thing. So I bought a pickup for it, which cost me $170. Then I had to buy a preamp for the pickup, and it cost me $250. So it cost me almost $500 to amplify this $60 banjo so I could play this one tune for y'all right here. And it's called I Can't Keep Her Off My Mind. It's a true story, folks, and we're going to get, Pat's going to stay up here with us, and she's going to help me out on the backup vocals on this one. So check it out. Are y'all ready to go? This is a foot stomping tune, y'all. Check it out.
Straight down to my soul, and that's why I can't keep her off my mind. That is why I
out there, folks, which I have recorded. It's going to be coming out on a new CD here pretty soon. One more time, how about it for Cat Riggins, everybody? So we're gonna continue on that path right there, and I'm gonna break out this little instrument called a Merlin. Good night, y'all. So we're gonna have Ann do a little solo piece right here before we start this one.
So this is a song that I wrote I was on tour in Colorado, driving through the mountains in May a couple years ago. And this little melody, kind of like a bird, flew into my head. And I decided to call it May Mountain Waltz. So I'm a sucker for fiddle waltzes. I'm the biggest nerd in the world, I know, but this is a song I wrote.
a bridge. The birds are chirping and the woodpeckers knocking as I listen to that sound of the wind through the trees. The sun is shining in a cloud in the sky as I look up to the heaven, everything's alright. Don't even matter that the fish ain't biting, 'cause I know everything will be just fine. Summer's almost over, and I love this time of year. September's coming and the leaves are falling, and wintertime's almost here. Now the sun is shining in a cloud in the sky. As I look up to the heaven, everything's alright. Don't even matter if the fish ain't biting, 'cause I know everything will be just fine. Can I do another one on this? Is that all right? We're going to do right here for you the Merlin Stomp. Check it out.
you, ladies and gentlemen. I think we got time for another one. Y'all want to hear one more? Yeah. Well, hey, everybody. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us right here to the very end. We really do appreciate it. Biscuit Fest, it's been a long weekend. It's been a long day, I know. We appreciate y'all hanging out with us. We really do. How about it again for Cleveland Frederick on the bass? Peet on the drums right there. Annie Harris on the fiddle. Our good friend Cat Riggins, y'all. My name's JP Soars. Thank you, guys. We're going to take you on a little sonic journey right now by way of this 2-string homemade electric guitar. And thank you to the Funky Biscuit. Thank you to the entire staff, bartenders, waitresses, servers, everybody. Jeff Kissinger back there on the sound. Thank y'all so much. Thank you so much, Funky Biscuit. We love y'all. Frederick on the bass and the percussion. Peet on the drums. Our good friend Ann Harris right here on the violin, fiddle. Our good friend Riggins on the vocals over there. JP Soars right here. Thank you so much, Funky Biscuit. We love you guys. Please drive safe, be kind, and we'll see y'all next time. Thank you so much, everyone.